Hey, g'day traders, Sam here from Trade to Prosper to give you my thoughts on Bitcoin and what's taking place. Short term wise, I'm expecting potentially one of these scenarios where we take out the 37k for liquidity. It's my 1.618 extension, and it's also a point of control, and so I'm looking for this free wave move and then pull back. You can look at it as a rising wedge, but we do have things that are aligned with it. So if we look at it from say the 8-hour time frame, and we look at, where's our indicators? Here we go. Bit of bearish divergence. We expect for this to move, we expect this line to be broken, this moving average, to go higher. It's holding. It's a bit of a, what do you call it, hidden divergence, but it's hard to say at the moment. Looking at a few indicators, they're not there yet. So that's one of the scenarios that I'm looking for. And also, it's not just my opinion, there's also one or two other people's opinion. However, looking at this, there could also be another scenario. So if it was to go up to the 37k range, and then we get a swing failure pattern, then I'll be shorting that. Now let's look at another chart, and this one here. Here we go. So let's look at this Bitcoin chart and give you the reasons why we have a bit of resistance. Here we have our fib extension, pull back, and you can see our fib extension to the 1 was a strong resistance. The 1.272 is acting as a resistance at the moment. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way to look at it is a swing high to that level and then pull back, and again a 0.5 is acting as a resistance. So there's a ways of looking at this. Really, it's too early to tell you what kind of wave it is. This could be a wave 3 to 4, and we're doing wave 5, and 38k, 38.5 could be the case. If we look at it from another perspective, we get our Fibonacci, and I've talked about this before. It's a golden ratio, which could act as a strong resistance as well. So it might pull back to this level here. I'm looking for that swing and then pull back, because our 0.68 is also one of our scenarios, and we got that as well. And then I'll be looking for this level for support, especially this area. We should find support and then continue on. We've got the moving averages. Look at these moving averages. They're all correlated to this area for support. So price broke above them and then found a support and up it went. So that was a real good entry position, as well as we had our bump and run strategy there as well. So that was a nice entry to go long. However, this area is very pretty difficult to know what's going on. So if we look on the 4-hour, and you'll see our moving averages. So what we have right now, these moving averages have been holding it up, but if we do lose it, then we'll look for this level here for liquidity. So we've broken above. So this was a liquidity hunt, hit that level, and that was a swing failure pattern, came down, but it's found strength, found some support there, and then there we go. So it's likely to come back down. I'll be looking for this type of scenario, swing failure patterns. If it breaks down, I'll be looking for this scenario, the moving average coming as well, and then potentially moving up again, or we just continue up with this this grind here, this grind line, and it could pop. So it depends how it happens. If these moving averages come up, let's put our 10 and 20 moving average. Where is that? That might make a difference. Give me a sec. Okay, so let's look on the 8-hour. Okay, so our 10 and 20 moving average ribbon on the 8 hour. So this could also play a role for support. It's too early to say what it will be like, but you can see how all these Fibonacci levels have taken positions, and this could be our left shoulder, by the way. Left shoulder, potentially a head, potentially right shoulder, and then we get this swing to the bottom, and we might just take this level out, and we have that range, and then we have our entry again, and then up again. So there's a number of scenarios that could play out. Difficult to say. Meanwhile, because the alts are going strong, I do think that it's going to impact Bitcoin to be bullish. I think it will go sideways for a while. We have our range now. That's our top range, and we might just take some liquidity. If this was to go up, we might be looking for this type of scenario as well. Yep, and that was this scenario here that we're looking at. That's pretty much what I have. Bullish market, just looking for an opportunity to trade at the moment, just holding out Bitcoin. In the meantime, we have this chart looking at Ethereum, and we have some bullish Ethereum. So here there was a bit of a reversal pattern there on RSI, and then the breakout. Now we came to this trend line for resistance. I'm thinking that it's going to do a reversal structure of some sort, very similar to this, before we break out. So keep an eye on Ethereum against Bitcoin. We might be able to break up high, and that will be a real test. It might come back down and then up. We might have something really bullish because Ethereum really hasn't had its chance, and this might be the case. So I'm going to wrap it up on that. Please give me a like and share, and I'll talk to you soon.